And if I'm looking over there, camera's there. Okay, so I'm looking that way. Screen. Oh, man. Is my screen? Good grief. Hold on. Yeah, I am looking at the wrong thing. So now I'm looking that way. Is that right? I'm trying to catch myself in the can. This is why I don't like using the camera. But I use it. I keep using it. I just gotta make up my mind. Am I gonna go no camera or with camera? Why? That's my own question. I'm adjusting my seat now. All right. So what were we doing? We were doing a bunch of stuff. Let's collect these eggs before they disappear. Not bad. 2, 3. 3 from that stack. And it doesn't look like we're going to get any from this stack. Nope. Alright, chickens, come on. Come on. Over here. Oops. Oh, okay, that's why they weren't following. Come here, everyone over here. Get away, come on. Oh, he almost got out. It's close. All right. Here's our tender. I completely forgot what we were doing. What were we doing? Now I remember. Amethyst. We were creating an amethyst walkway. Then we ran out of amethyst. So, don't need that. 2 blocks of water. All right. I think we got everything. So let's head back into the mine through the temple. Master. We'll eventually get all this fixed up and sorted out soon enough. As for right now... Uh-oh, gotta get some oxygen. Wait, not ready. Okay. Alright, let's do it for real this time. Somewhere out there, beneath the pale moonlight, someone's thinking of me. Oh, snap. And loving me tonight. Gold. What diamond? We got plenty of diamond, that is for sure. Alright, did we go too far down? I think we may have gone... Wait, it's getting light again. Here it is. Alright, we're finally going to get to use the path. the amethyst path. This is momentous right now. This is a big occasion. I'm almost what's going on right here? What is going on here? Oh. So that's happened here. And what is going on here? All right. We need all the gravel we can get, so I'm collecting gravel. Oh, so we can get rid of this then. And that one. And we can put down the first block. You ready? You ready for this? Let me turn the audio up. I want to hear this. Let's go. Whew. I'm a little nervous. This is kind of thrilling, a little exciting. It's completely random, but it has a sense of rhythm, especially with the footsteps. I'm gonna stop talking now. It's actually putting me to sleep. It's like those isochronic tones. Shh. Shush. Eyelids getting heavy. Oh, we're almost to the end. pretty cool, huh? Well, since we're down here, we might as well go to the end of the tunnel and just keep on digging. Is there... I am playing with right now. Alright, I didn't like that. There's lava on either side of these walls, and I know we need gravel. Because we only have 61 blocks of gravel. And we may... There, see? Oh, over here. Oh, that poor bat. Where back does that go? See? Let's see if we can... Yeah, that's a lot further than I want to mess around with. Alright, we'll just keep with the tunnel, and forward is diamond. We'll get that on the way back. I don't want to carry too many valuables. More diamond. Gravel. Is it funny that I think I thought I saw someone? Torch. We went to the local hobby shop today, and just browsing. I usually don't buy anything. I didn't buy anything this time either. But I like to go and just look around at all the cool stuff. And they reorganized a bunch of the shelves, and they put the Gundam and plastic models, the Bandais, mostly Bandai. They put them in a new area, and they also got a lot of new models. They finally started getting 30-minute missions. I've I've been wanting to try those for a long time. So they had one model there, and I can't remember what it was. It was the I can't remember the name, but it's like the robotic 30-minute sister. That's the one I'm really waiting for, is the 30-minute sister sets to come in. So they're getting there. But the funny thing is I was driving away, as we were driving home, me and my kids, it was only like $22 for the model. Only $22, and that's pretty reasonably priced. That's super reasonably priced. And as we're driving away, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, man, $22. I mean, total would have been like $25 plus tax. I mean, under $30. And I'm driving away, and I'm like, I could have bought that. Like, that's not that much money. But I'm just I'm so focused right now on getting better at trading. Like, that's my whole focus, is just I got to get better at trading. I got to become profitable. I got to start making money. I got to start actually making money, and not making money and losing money and making money and losing money. I have to start making money. And so I think I don't want to say I have like a cheap person's mentality, because this is what I think. When I see it, I'll be like, okay, I'll get it when I can afford it. You know, when I can afford to. Actually, there's a lot of intersecting thoughts and ideas that are at play. So the one, of course, is I'll get it as a reward for myself when I start becoming a profitable trader. Then I can reward myself with one of these model kits or whatever it is I want to buy. So right now I haven't earned it. I don't deserve it. And the other thing is I gotta save money. You know, we're making a living right now, so I don't have a lot of free money to throw around and to splurge on myself. So it can wait. And that goes into the I haven't earned it yet. I don't deserve it. I don't deserve it yet. I gotta work for it, or I gotta wait for it. And so we're driving away, and I'm thinking, and I'm like, yeah, it was only $30. I mean, I could have, what's $30? I mean, I've made $30 trading. So it is achievable, and I know I can do it. But it's like, nah, you don't need it yet. But I'm thinking on the way home, I was like, I could have bought it. It was only $30. I have the money, but Christmas is coming, you know, and we got to make sure that the kids have a good Christmas. We got to make sure the kids, you know, and then I'll think, okay, well, after Christmas, then we'll see, you know, we'll see how it goes, and maybe I'll buy myself something. So I'm trying to figure out exactly where my mindset is. Okay, am I being cheap? Because if I'm being cheap, then that could be a problem. Because that mentality and psychology plays a big role in trading. It's the what was that? Dude, we have plenty of gravel. Look at this. All right, we're good. So it's the whole monkey with his hand in the cookie jar, or his hand stuck in the cookie jar, and he's stuck in the cookie jar because he refuses to get rid of the cookie. But if he lets go of the cookie, then he can free himself. Or let's say a banana. It's the monkey holding onto the banana and his hand stuck in the jar. And if he just lets go of the banana, he can free himself to go get more bananas. But he's just so focused on this one banana that's in his hand that the hunter's going to catch him. That story needs a lot of refining, I know. But that's essentially like how I feel. I'm thinking about, okay, am I too hung up on the money? Is that what my problem is? What is this? Very weird. Why is that here? So I try to figure out, am I too hung up on the money? Is losing money? Because like I said, now I'm at a place where I'm not so upset about the money I lose when I'm trading. I'm just more upset about my reaction to what's happening while I'm losing money. Because when you're losing money, it means your trade is going against you. And when your trade is going against you, either close the trade or wait for it to hit your stop loss, or put more money in your account so that you can kind of catch the swing. Those are just three options. The two big ones is let it hit your stop loss or close the trade. Those are the two things you can do. And most of the time I let it hit the stop loss. And the way that we scalp, it's not a good way to protect your money. You don't have to let it go to 35 pips. And I say that over and over and over again. Oops. Okay, don't do that again. Say we have a 35 pip stop loss, but that doesn't mean you have to let it go to 35. And time again, I let it go to 35. I'd say more often than not, I stop it. But I'd say between 60 to 70%, I stop it. But that 30 to 40% that I let it go to stop loss, it's incredibly devastating. And when I think about it, it's the whole, like, why did I let it go to stop loss? Why did I let... And it's because you want so bad to be right that it's not the money that's affecting you. It's just that you want to be superior over the market. So even just saying that, I guess I have a superiority complex that needs addressing right now. With all that being said, this week was a rough week for me, and I should not have been trading. I wasn't in the right mind frame. I was tired. I was overworked. Oops. Cool. And man, it was a lot of big losses, a lot of heavy losses. My $1,000 account down to $700. So I started it at 1,000. I was up to almost $2,000. Now I'm down to $700. And it's not that I'm at 700 because I know I can make it all back. That's the thing, is I know I can make it back. I can take $20 and take it up. But there's a point when you start winning, things start going good. And I even told my wife this. When was it? It was like Tuesday. I was telling her. It must have been Tuesday or Wednesday. I think it was Wednesday. I was like, things are going too good. Things are like, I'm getting nervous. I'm getting this feeling. And sure enough, man, things started going bad. Like stop losses getting hit. And then I was like full tilt, just, oh man. What? What in the world was that? That was weird. That was very what? I don't even know. But anyway, full tilt boogie. Just, it's almost like a mania. You know, like it comes on like a mania. It's very, very, it's interesting, you know, when you think about it. Because I think there's a rhythm here. There's like a pattern that I can kind of, I'm beginning to really, really see it. So that's something I'm gonna have to ponder further. Just more to think about. But we're playing Minecraft right now. We're not trading. How do we even get to that? Oh yeah, I wanted to this 30-minute mission. I was looking at that. And I really wanted to do it. I wanted to play. I mean, I wanted to build. But it was $22 and I couldn't justify spending $22 on it. Because all the reasons we've said. But it seems like a small, I guess it's I remember listening to Mark Maron when Obama was on, and they were talking about Maron's car, and Obama's like, you should step it up a little bit, buy yourself a good car, you know, you're big time now, you earned it. And Mark was like, no, I don't know, you know, it's just a car. I kind of understand. Kind of get where Mark was coming from. But where does that come from, you know? What's the psychology behind it? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, why are we like this? Why are we afraid to, I don't want to say splurge or pamper ourselves, but why do we feel like we don't deserve these things? Why do we feel like we haven't earned it? You know, like even coming this far and making it this far in life and pushing ourselves this far and this hard, why do we still feel like This isn't something that more diamond, more diamond. All right. Like we deserve. I don't like the word deserve. I think that's another problem too, is I don't like the word deserve. There's gotta be like I don't know. I don't know. Just kind of interesting. Just try and figure it out and think it through. And there's this guy that I follow on Instagram, and occasionally he'll pop up in my feed. He's some kind of life coach. And I'm not really like all into the life coaching thing. Like I don't think I need a life coach, but I do like wisdom and I like advice. So he must have said something that really, really like resonated with me to make me follow him. But I was watching one of his reels and he was he was asking this girl kind of why she doesn't feel like good enough. And she was like, I don't know. I don't know. I just feel that way. And he was like, no. There's a reason for it. Why? When he's like, well, think about it. At what age was the last time you really felt good enough? And she was like, oh, when I was like 12. And he's like, well, what happened when you were 12? And she talked about a relationship that she had that really messed her up. And so I started thinking, like, man, that's interesting. When was the last time I felt good enough? Or like when I wasn't even worried about deserving anything or earning anything, that I just felt like happy. When was that? When was that last time? Because, man, I've spent my whole life beating myself up for a lot of things I did when I was a kid. And we're talking a child. And I started thinking back. Well, there was there was that one incident in Boy Scouts. And that happened when I was about 12. So that could have had something. That might have been when I felt kind of undeserving, or I didn't feel good enough, or I'm not proud of myself. But no, because I can think back to can think back to that other time when and I really started doing the math. I was like, all right, when we were living at this place and I was this age, and I remember my mom spanked me. And she didn't just spank me. Like, this is a Mexican mom, like hardcore. I'm thinking it must have been third or second grade, because we were living at this other house, and that was before I went to this other school. So, and I went to that school, it was like fourth grade, because I remember my teacher, Miss Ray, she took us hiking. And that was fourth grade. So this must have been third grade, and I was supposed to go to my friend's house. But I remember I did something that the teacher felt like she had to talk to my mom about it. And so my friend was in the car, and we were going to go to his house. My mom was going to drop us off at his house, but the teacher had to talk to her. So with my friend in the car, me and my mom go talk to the teacher. And it wasn't good news, because I remember she dropped my pants and she gave it to me. Whack, whack, whack. And I remember going back to the car. I remember crying. I was crying. Of course I was crying, but I was like, ooh, ooh. And then I can't even imagine like how my teacher felt witnessing this. But this is how she was raised. This is what she was taught. Like, you have to, punishment must be swift, and it must make an impression so that the child always remembers and will never, ever forget the lesson. And I think I never forgot the lesson. She has, because she says it didn't happen like this. She doesn't even remember it. But I'm pretty sure my teacher remembers the lesson. And I'm sure my friend's out there, wherever he is now. He's out there with this man. One time I had this friend, his mom just went off on him. So anyway, she did that and talks to the teacher, and I walk back to the van. I remember we had this blue Toyota van at the time. And so I walk back to the van and sniffing, and my eyes are all red and I'm crying. And then my friend's in there sitting like what the heck just happened? And then my mom comes back and drives us to my friend's house, and life goes on. So I remember that, and that was third grade. But it's not that. I don't think that's it. I think there's something else that I can think about, because it goes back further. I remember, because that was third grade at one school, but then I remember we were at another house, and we went to another school then. And I remember I had a friend, and this friend had a dad who really loved his porn. And my friend knew all about it. And I think this was like the first time that I felt really, really like grimy, real gross. Because my friend would show me all these pictures and I'd be like, whoa, so cool. Like naked ladies and stuff. And blew my mind. I must have been third grade. It had to have been. But like, dude, my mind was just like blown. I was seeing these, like, kids should not be seeing this kind of thing, because I loved it. And I just couldn't get enough of it. And he was giving me like playing cards and centerfold posters that he would take from his dad, and I would take them home, and I had this little lockbox that I would fold up the posters, and I'd put them in there. And then in our bunk bed there was like these little cubby holes between the mattress that I would stuff all kinds of stuff in there. All right, let's see. I'm kind of in a rush, so I'm not gonna waste too much time. Let's put it right there. That works pretty good. And then, great. That can't be helped. And so he would like just bring me stuff every day, like here's this, here's something else, and every day it was just a new adventure, and I was just like, whoa, it's overwhelmed with stuff. I mean, I was like, no, I don't even know how old you are in like 6th grade. I was 7 or 6 or 7, not 6th grade, 3rd grade. And I remember my mom found, how did she find it? Oh yeah, I was looking at it. I had this poster, and it was a lady getting out of, she like had a towel up and she was holding her head and she was naked. And I was looking at it, I was by my bed and I was looking at it. Yeah, like in my head, I can still see a gorgeous woman. Man, I can still see it. And it must have been like around dinner time because we had the door closed. I remember my brother was sitting on the bed and he was playing with his Winnie the Pooh doll. He had a Winnie the Pooh stuffed animal that he was playing with. And he was just sitting on the bed and he was playing with it and he was like, "You're going to get in trouble." It's like, "No, I'm not. I'm not going to get caught. I'm so cocky." Oh, so cocky. That was my downfall. Because I was like, "I'm not going to get caught. I'm not going to get in trouble." And sure enough, my mom opens the door, tell us dinner's ready. She opens the door and I'm sitting there with this poster and I stuff it under the bed all fast and she got dead serious. The look on her face, I still remember that too. What was that? Dude. I started crying and I just pulled out this poster. I was like, "I'm sorry." Oh man. And I started crying. And man, I felt really like that's the earliest memory I have of just being like, ugh, gross. Like just disgusted with myself. But it wasn't because I was looking at these things. It was because of the way I felt after that. You know, I just felt ashamed. And then this is a problem too, because then sex became something gross, you know, it became something dirty, something, I don't want to say forbidden, because it wasn't ever really forbidden. It was just, you know, something that I don't even know what to say, but I mean, that's the first time I really feel it. And then she showed, of course, she told my dad, and we were, I don't want to say we were a super strict religious family, but we were pretty into religion, let's put it that way. Yeah, I think that's a good way to say it. We were kind of really like we did everything. We went to church every Sunday. Um, Sacrament, Wednesday night, youth stuff. I need to put that right next to the bucket because, oops. Oh, come. All right, this is what I'm gonna have to do. There we go. So that's what I was like. Well, that was the first memory I really have of just feeling kind of ashamed and bad. Like I guess bad, you know, it's one of the best way to put it. Like I was a bad person for liking this and I was bad for looking at it. And I think it kind of from there it kind of just snowballed. Kind of interesting. Oh no, my water. Okay. Thought I lost my water. So I was listening to the this life coach guy, and he was saying that, and I started thinking about when was the last time I felt worthy or good enough, or like I was okay. Like I was okay. Like, well, it was probably before that time I got caught looking at that one picture, and my mom wasn't too happy about it. Because later in school, I got in trouble for drawing stuff, drawing people, naked people, people doing it. And I was like in fourth grade. So this was a year later, it's a grade later. And I was at home and I was drawing something, and my friend was hanging out with me. And he was like, "Oh, that's cool. Can I keep it?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, whatever." Like I didn't think anything of it. Like I didn't care. And he took it to school, and he was showing everyone. And then a teacher caught him with it, and he ratted me out. Oh, so anyway, my dad found out, and I don't really remember what happened. I just remembered I remember he saw the picture and he had it, and he was like, "What is this?" And he wasn't like a real mean guy or like gruff. He was just like, "What was this?" And I was like, "It's a naked picture. Something that I like. What can we get rid of? Get rid of some tough stuff." So that was fun, and that was kind of that happened. Okay, and so then of course there was the incident a year later where I got caught drawing stuff, and then my dad's like, "Where are you seeing this?" Like, I don't know. But it's funny because it's like, you know where I'm seeing this. I've been seeing this since years ago when I got caught the first time. That's where I'm seeing these things. And of course, I felt ashamed. I felt gross. I felt dirty. Like, why am I doing this? And so I feel like, from a very young age, I have this kind of penance. Like I'm paying for for my sins. You know, I'm paying for all the bad things that I've done. I have to make recompense for all of it. So I anything good in my life, I've had to earn through, what do they call that? You know, when you beat yourself. That's what I feel like my whole life has been. And even religion, even at church, it's the way I understood it at the time, it was like, oh, it's all a give and take. You know, if you take by sinning, then you have to make up for that sin, and you need to do good. You need to be good. You need to be perfect. Of course, what do we know now? Only God is perfect. You will never be perfect. But I don't say it like it's a bad thing. Where did my oh, there it is. I say it like it's a thing of relief. If only God is perfect and I don't have a chance of ever being perfect, then good grief, does that give me a lot of leeway? Like a lot of, my wife would call it grace. It gives me a lot of grace to not be so hard on myself. Which a lot of Christians will tell you that Jesus died for your sins. Oh man. This isn't gonna work. What they don't tell you is that you can relax. Take it easy. Because forgiveness is as easy as just being like, you know what? I'm sorry. And it's funny too, because sometimes that's all my wife needs to hear. When I do something, when I mess up, sometimes that's all she needs me to say is just, I'm sorry. I don't need this grand gesture of, I've changed my ways, I'm a better person now. I just need to be like, look, I messed up, I'm sorry, I won't do it again. Or I will probably do it again for a while, but I'll do my best to get better at not doing it. Because, you know, you can't change overnight. Change doesn't happen like that. Despite all the stories you read about. And I think that's the, that was another crazy thing too, because let's see if we can get, there's a shovel. A mighty change. There's always this talk about a mighty change. So I always felt like this change will happen overnight. Like one day I will wake up and I will be pure as snow. But it didn't turn out like, it doesn't happen like that. Actually, I'm gonna go back up here and get this. Start. Come on. Might need that. But what they don't tell you is that it takes time. It takes time to build a habit. It takes time to change bad habits. And I mean, really, when you look at it, that's all sins are. Sins are bad habits. Oh no, they took my water. What are we gonna do? Is this where it is? Yup. Alright, shut that off. There's more. Okay, so there's gonna be one under here. Yikes. Ah, whoa, that was close. A little too close. My relationship with Jesus now, I think, is 100% better. I think I really understand him and the whole forgiveness part. Because it really is about forgiving. In order to be forgiven, you must be able and willing to forgive. Good grief. Did I just fall down again? So now I see him in like everything. Alright, can I? Oh, give me my. Ooh, man, what is going on? What like is Mr. Butterfingers here? Got one down. Did we block it off? I think we may have. Ooh, we still got some over there though. It's a bummer. Wait. Probably see a little bit of a wall there. Bingo. And one more little spot. Not bad. Oh, thunder. Uh-oh. Don't want any surprises. But be prepared to be surprised. So the crazy thing about becoming a day trader is it's making me take a really, really deep look into myself. And I gotta say, it's pretty interesting. This is very, very fascinating. And I didn't believe it at first. Like, I was like, I think it's just something people say. But a lot of people would be like, you really got to take a look at who you are if you want to be a better trader. You have to understand your psychology. It'll change your life. It'll change the way you deal with things. It'll change the way you interact with your family. And everybody's like, for the better. If you dig deep, it'll change you for the better. It's like, I'm just trying to make money. But because the market is a mirror and it will show you exactly where you're weak, if you want to get stronger at these weak points, then you will figure or try to figure it out. So it's that losing cycle. It's that full tilt boogie that I go on every time I have a winning streak. When I start winning trade after trade and I've almost doubled my account, and it seems like that always seems to be where things happen. I used to think it was $700, but now I'm like, no, it's when you're about to break the threshold of doubling your account. That's when it happens. That's when it goes from a decent balance to just full tilt. And in order to get better, I have to figure out, well, you have to become, like, the first step is awareness. Okay, this is what's happening. And so start journaling. Journal your trades, not just the numbers and the profit. Journal, more importantly, journal how you feel. Journal your mind state. Journal like your routine. Like this morning I was able to do my full routine. I cold shower, meditation, brekkie, and then trading, and by that time I felt ready. And then you'll notice, okay, if I do that more often, I always have good trades when I get a full routine in. But if I just don't have time for the cold shower, had to eat a quick breakfast, trading did okay or did bad, you can be like, see, look, if you're not able to get a full routine in, chances are you're not going to be in the right headspace to place a trade. So you might as well just sit and watch the market until you get that. Or put yourself in a position where you can get a full routine and put yourself in the right frame of mind to start trading and to be successful. And then, of course, with the journal, you can be like, well, I tend to see when things are going to go bad. And I can't tell if this is a self-fulfilling prophecy or if this is just the cycle that I go on. And I'm thinking it's not so much a self-fulfilling prophecy. Like I was telling my wife, I was like, things are going a little too good. I think I gotta start worrying. And yeah, I do have to start worrying because you can only, like, the odds are you can only win for so long before the market reverses. And if you look at your record, statistically, you're going to have so many wins before you start having a string of losses. So you look at your average, okay, I usually have 20 wins and then 4 losses. Well, how many wins have you had? I've had about 35. Well, then you are way overdue for a few losses. And that's one thing I never really took into account. Okay, what should I do? Maybe you should cool it for you. You got to cool off. You're too hot. It's like when your motor gets too high. Cool off. You have to cool off. You can't let your motor just keep running because what happens? You blow your motor. And what happens when you trade too much? When you go past your average wins, you start to lose. And if you go way past your average wins, then your chances for a blowout get higher too. So now, with that in mind, I got to start thinking about, okay, what can I do to, I can't prevent it because it's inevitable. And I can't control it because it's going to happen. Losses are bound to happen. What do I do? You have to manage it. So I can either go in with a smaller size, or I'll go place less trades, or I can just stay out of the market for a while until I feel like I've cooled off. But that third one, I don't know. I gotta be in the market. I gots to trade. Just gotta. And I mean, the whole reason I'm trading, the whole reason I'm doing this is because what I really got to do is I got to be crafty. I gotta build paper crafts. Look, this little paper craft has just been sitting here. This paper craft I've been cutting out and sitting there. And the whole reason I'm trying to make money in Forex is so that I can stop working manual labor, so that I will be less tired, and so that I will have more time to work on the craft, paper craft, arts and craft, 3D printing, woodworking. I got my woodworking kit back there. I got my 3D printers back there. I got my paper craft area right here. And I haven't been able to do any of it because I'm just trying to get so focused on transitioning from backbreaking labor to not so backbreaking labor, and to make an easier life for my family, for my friends. You know, even you back there, you in the back, you know who you are. It's coming. 2024 is going to be our year. And I've never said that before and meant it or even felt it, but I am saying it this time. 2024 is going to be our year. We just got to hang in there a little bit longer. Just a couple more months. Trying to see if you can see this in the... It's not too dark. But I mean, that's my ultimate goal. And so in order to get better at that, I got to figure out, why do I feel so undeserving? Why do I feel so worthless? Why is it so hard for me to value myself? So the question really made me think, when was the last time you felt good enough? Last time I felt good enough was when my wife was here. Because she makes me feel good enough. She makes me feel good enough, and at the same time, she makes me want to be so much better. And I like the way that feels, because that justifies my whole mindset of, I gotta be more. I gotta be better. Like, I tell you, the one person that really, 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 really made me understand Jesus Christ was my wife. When people would talk about unconditional love, unconditional love. Like, I'd never experienced that in my life. It has always been so binary. It always been 1, 0, on, off, yes, no, good, bad. Until I met my wife. And then I really understood what unconditional love was. And I was like, man, is this the power of love? Like, is this what love is? And it was like nothing I had ever experienced in my life. And it was, I mean, at first it was weird, it was strange, it was different, it was scary. Oops, where'd my candle go? Because it's all those things. When you are not used to that kind of thing, you're used to conditions, and then somebody is loving you regardless, will love you regardless, has loved you regardless. Like, it's weird. And it's something you're not used to it. You don't know how to react or how to act, and so, well, you don't know how to act, so you react. Because at the same time, it's almost like, what did I just, there it is. Like, you can't trust it. It's like you're skeptical. Is this real? Is this serious? Are you serious? So you're like you test the boundaries. You see just how real it is, or how fake it is, because in your mind it is fake. It's like nothing can be this. There is no way that this is real. There's no way that you could love me that much. Like, there's no way. And it's not so much that there's no way anybody could love anybody like that, because you have an ideal, you dream of it, you almost believe that that kind of love exists because you see it in movies and you read it in books. But then you experience it and you're just like, I don't believe it. Can't believe it. I don't believe it because, number one, it's me. How could anybody love me like that? Why would anybody love me like that? So it's kind of scary at first. It's unbelievable at first. And then it's been 20 years. And you're like, you know what? Well, I mean, it was before that when I realized that this is love. This is what I've been looking for my whole life. I've just been looking for somebody to love me. And that's what this is. So years pass, 10 years, and you're just like, this is it. And you start to get comfortable and you start to be happy. You start to be happy. And then that gets weird. Like, it's not just a moment's happiness. It's like, I'm kind of content with life. I'm kind of happy where things are going. I like this. I'm happy. And then that's weird for a while too, because you spent your whole life just being miserable. And then your perception of yourself starts to change. You'd be like, maybe I'm not such a bad guy. Maybe I'm not a jerk. Or an a-hole. And then you start to see the world through this other person's eyes. Because they saw you. And they looked at you and they were like, they looked at you when you were your worst, when you were the worst person that you ever thought you could be. And they looked at you and they saw something there. And you're like, maybe that is there. Maybe that is who I am. And so then you start becoming that person. And when you become that person, you're like, you know what? I like this person. I like who I am when I'm with them. I like who I am because of them. I like what I'm becoming, what they see in me. And I like living up to that expectation. And you realize you're not living up to an expectation. You're just finally getting rid of this lizard skin that you've been wearing for so long. This rough, scaly, heavy shell that you've been building your whole life. You're finally just pulling it off. And the real you is finally able to step out. And then you realize, no, this is who I've been my whole life. I have just been scared of everything around me. because everything around you kind of created who you were. You were a product of this environment. So like, I mean, we're talking about sex. That was a bad thing. It was evil. You don't talk about it. It's dirty. Looking at naked bodies, disgusting. And like, nah, I beg to differ. Looking at naked bodies is, kind of amazing. Have you ever looked at a naked body? It's a thing of wonder. Mother. Can't believe you had 5 kids. Am I a fiend? Nah, taste. Tasteful, of course. But I am human. I am a man. And I do appreciate the naked body. But I mean, it's just like anything. You can't be consumed by it. You can't be obsessed by it. And if you do become obsessed or consumed, you got to temper it. Figure out, okay, why am I obsessed with it? Where is this drive come from? That's not my plight though. But it's the same thing, it's the same process to figuring out where do these feelings come from. I really do think a lot of this process is kind of the process of what separates us from just becoming beasts. Like that's kind of that's what I see in pornography. It's the beast that's deep within all of us, and I think that's what scares a lot of people because it's raw. It is raw. It is animal, and that's essentially what it is. We're seeing people who are they break it down to the most animal instinct of humanity to just indulge in something so carnal. Uh-oh. Yowza. Close call. And a lot of the times you have to look at that thing that scares you the most to really understand who you are. Oh, diamond. Right on top of the flame. Let's break that. There we go. And this is why we're going to need all of that gravel. But anyway, I'm just trying to become a better trader. Just trying to make some money. Trying to have a better life. A more fulfilling, satisfying life. And, maybe bring a few people with me on this journey. That is all I want. Because I really believe that life should not be this hard. There's no reason for it to be this difficult. There's no reason for this many people to just suffer. There's no reason for artists and creative people to die for their art. And when I say die, I'm talking about the 9 to 5 daily grind. That slow suicide. That slow death by torture. Nobody should have to suffer that. You know, the crazy thing is the further out we dig this tunnel, the longer it's going to take us to get back. And I just cannot think about the walk back. I can't think about the walk back. It's just, it's overwhelming. It's going to be like 30 minutes. And we still have 3 picks left. So we're going to be on this for a while. A lot of the comments I'm getting are really, really nice. And I'm not getting a lot. Okay, let me see the last couple of comments that I've gotten. Yeah, it really warmed my heart. Really made me happy. And I almost can't imagine how exciting just digging a long tunnel. I can't imagine that this is quality entertainment. And like wonder, you know, consider like, what am I doing? What am I doing? I play Minecraft. I click the stream button and then we start streaming. No plan, no script. Just a little bit of fear. Like, is this, you know, is this any good? Like, who am I doing this for? Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? I guess to that, I gotta say, I don't know. I don't know why I'm doing this. All I know is that I feel like I gotta do this. It's like I was saying, I gots to craft. I just gotta do this. I don't know why. I don't think this is a good idea. I don't think it's a bad idea. It's kind of just a, you know, it's just something you do. Something I feel like I need to do. I mean, I really want to be streaming Papercraft right now. I want to start doing that again. I think my problem is that I don't let with the streaming. It's because I have this idea of what I want it to be, but I don't let it evolve into what it's going to be. I try to force it, and this is that whole control. I try to control things. I'm a control freak. And I want it to go a certain way. I want it to look a certain way. And really all I need to do is just kind of just do it, and whatever way it's gonna go, it's gonna go. Just let it go. And let it be whatever it's gonna be. We are down our first pick. We still have 3 more left. Okay, so there is okay. Why is it only that we find lava? How come we never find water? This is exactly why we need all this gravel. I don't want to waste too much of our gravel. Oh man, what's happening? Oh, wait, what? We done it. Good job, guys. Let's keep this wagon train going. One hour and 30 minutes. The other day we streamed for 4 hours. It's like, I can't imagine anybody would sit through 4 hours of this. Like, why? But maybe I don't even have to ask. Like, maybe that. Why even think about it? You know, we're here now. We're doing this. Why worry? Why think too much? Just have fun. That's all it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be fun. It's another one of my problems. I spend too much time up here, not enough time out here. Oh, little baddie. It's always sad when you hear a bat get fried. The little squeak that they make. Man, we are just surrounded by lava. Okay, we're gonna have to go back here because I'm pretty sure this is where it is. Just a continuation of this pool. Maybe on that side too. Yep, I can still hear it bubbling. You know what's interesting? I think the art scammers take the weekends off because they never come on the weekends, only on the weekdays. Okay, so let's see. Where did we hit the lava? All right, I think we're off just a little bit. Ooh, that drop hurt? Oh no, we're probably still further. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. It's too close. Yeah, we were probably just further away. All right, where are you? Oh, back here. That's where it is. Okay. Can't believe I didn't even consider that. But we'll probably wrap it up soon. Any minute now. Keep getting text messages. There it is. Got your number. Got you. Okay, we just gotta stop this right here. There we go. Should do it. There it is. There we go. Yeah, so we'll probably stop here soon. I feel like I'm leaning. Stable here. Oh, I'm getting a little sleepy now. Might be time for a nap. This tunnel is way too long. I think I'll probably run back off stream because that run back is going to take forever. This is an incredibly long tunnel, and I'm intimidated to run all the way back. Probably just pay one of my kids to do it. Give them $5 just to run down the tunnel. They're not gonna do it for $5. Money is weird. Money is weird when you think about it. $22. I should have just bought it. But here's the other thing too. I still have a, what is it? A frame arms girl. No, not a frame arms. I put my frame arms right here. Here's my frame arms girl. They're Axel. That's what I call her. She's an Innocencia. But I have a Megami device that I still haven't put together. So that was another thing, was like, oh, you don't need it because you still have your Megami device that you haven't built yet. So now I'm just building 2 tunnels. One on top and one below. Whoa. That was iron ore. Or what do they call it now? Raw iron. Alright, I'm gonna have to rethink this because I cannot just start building 2 tunnels. I don't know, we tell ourselves a lot of things and we convince ourselves of just as many. So you have to be really, really careful what you tell yourself. And if you're going to tell yourself anything, really, really try to understand why you tell yourself those things. Right, we're getting closer to the lava point. Scored some more gravel in the process. I don't know if I'm gonna make it another 20 minutes. Good grief. Oh, well, that wasn't too bad. Alright, I'm getting bored. And I'm gonna go exploring a little bit. Just to kind of shake things up, make things a little more interesting. Who knows, maybe we find something cool. Maybe we stop this lava fall. Ooh, maybe we find some diamond. That's always nice too. A welcome surprise. All right. Nice. Okay, whoa, too close. There we go. That's right. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. Don't run! Man. Scary. See how much light this little bit of. I think I hear more lava. Another lava fall. Gotcha. Iron. Okay. Iron. These torches up. God. I hear you. Should probably eat some food. Okay, I'm gonna get the axe out. Because I want to make sure these guys feel it. Whack them. Whoa. Oops, wrong button. Why is the... Oh, okay. Wall. Gravel. Man, there's just so much lava down here. Don't want to disturb that. I got plenty of gravel. Wait a second. How did I get up here? Oh, okay, this is where I came from. Let's put the 2 torches there so we know that that is the way to get back. And then we'll go explore up here. We got 2 passages, one that way and this away. mean, even getting lost might be a little exciting. Absolutely. It's kind of a cool little room, but nope, not interested. Alright, let's take the upper route. Keep our axe handy. There he is. I saw him. I saw him. Did he see me? Yep, here he comes. Where are they? I forgot that I had arrows. Ah, creeper, run! Got you. Alright, what else is up there? It's kind of nice, you know, break up the monotony a little bit. A little bit of cat and mouse. And dead ends. Ooh, diamonds. I prefer diamonds to dead ends, but that's just me. Ooh, I see you. Oh, how can he hit me? I can't hit him. Not fair. Just leaving things out. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, man. Oops. Okay, I'm gonna have to eat something real quick. You know, I really could use my shield. And then... yeah, a lot of good. Oh, man, I got another one. I'm not trying to hit the bats. Oh, dude, I wasn't even trying. Man, did you see that? Dropped on him. What is going on back here? This is making me so claustrophobic right now. What is all this? Nothing. Alright, I think this is what we'll call it a day. So we have been everywhere down here. There's water up there. I'm gonna get it. We need water. I had 2 buckets of water and they both got lost. Okay, where is it coming from? Okay, so we need to go up just a little bit more. We're here somewhere. I mean, I hear someone. How can we figure out where it is? So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 blocks up. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11. Actually, it should be over here somewhere. Yeah, this is not smart at all. In the world? Okay. This is how I know I'm tired. What in the world? So I went up over here and then I came down over here and completely missed it. Nope, I didn't even go up high enough. Need to go higher. That's what it was. And there we go. What was that? All right. Is it just a cube? Just one little cube? There's another one right there. All right, let's see. We can find. going in. Ah! Oh, wait. No, that wasn't it. Where is this water coming from? Right there? Yep. And we found it. Give me air. Give me air. What? I'm confused. Let's go back in. Oh, we got it. Now we gotta beat their block. Whoa. This way, and then there it is. All right. Oh, we already had 2 waters. What? More? What in the world? That is kind of crazy. Go. All right, I think the water. It's almost right here. Oop, I guess that's all of it. All right. Let us call it an evening. Ouch. And I'll get back to the road here. And we'll figure out a better way to get rid of this lava. Now that we have water, it should be easier. Just a little bit easier. We still have 3 picks and a long way to go. Just bam, gotcha. And that's how we do it. Except I think that above us, one of the gravel blocks is dropped, so I think it may be spilling lava upstairs. And I think we can end it now. All right, yeah, we'll stop here. We'll probably get back to digging tomorrow or Monday when we return to our regular scheduled program. I didn't stream at all, or I think Wednesday, Thursday, or Thursday, Friday. Was it Wednesday, Thursday? I don't know. I didn't stream my normal daily routine, and we'll get back to that. Other than that, you there in the back, thanks so much for always watching. It's gonna get better. It's gonna get better for sure. We just gotta hang in there, and of course, always remember, neurons that fire together wire together. See you next time. I need to get better at streaming music on the outro. Maybe I can do the outro, the intro on the outro. But see you next time. So tired.